Hello and welcome back to Farm the Lost Promise, 0% growths. Chapter 20. This map took me a lot longer than I expected it to. Well, not expected it to, a lot longer than other maps. But it also didn't take me that long. I had two strategies for this. One was a 12 turn, and this one shaves 2 turns off of it, making it 4 turns longer than the growths LTC. In theory, I could make it a 9 turn, but that would require a very low % silver lance crit rig in the middle of an enemy phase, and this chapter is already unreliable enough. So yes, while I didn't reach my goal of being within 3 turns of Crash's run, I'm within 4, and that's good enough for me. I needed to check enemy stats after preps, and I didn't want to have what's called a save state before preps just to reset. So this was after a reset. What you missed in the preps stat booster allocation-wise was that Lime got the goddess icon from the last map for the general reliability increase. By the way, this map is recorded in 2 parts because I messed up a bit. We get 2, technically 3 new units this map. Yue, who's going to do a fair amount this map, and Howard, who's also going to do a lot this map. The third unit that we technically get is Sai, who does nothing except give 2 of his weapons to Howard and then does nothing for the rest of the map. Yue promotes into a druid, because he gives Secret Celestial Ring, or Guiding Ring, joins at level 13. This gives him 13 speed, 14 magic, which is really good. That's enough to double in 1 round every single Steel and Wyvern Rider on the map. So why did this map take me so long? Well, most of the enemies in this map are Wyvern Riders with 12 or higher attack speed. Meaning that they can't get doubled by Karina at all. If they have Javelins, 9 or higher attack speed, then they can't be doubled by Karina or Ben. If they have Javelins, then they can't be doubled by anyone except Liam, Howard, and maybe Takun. There are a lot of promoted Wyvern Lords on this map. Some have silver weapons, some have spears, some have the Delphi shield. Liam's short bow is almost broken. He didn't actually bring it to this map because of that. However, there are a few, and the boss is a pain in the ass. However, there are a few silver linings, such as Howard joining next to Sai, who can give him the Dragon Axe, which is 20 might against Wyverns. And it barely doesn't weigh him down, so we can barely double the boss. Plus, we have access to silver lances, not silver lances, killer lances, and can use them to crit rig. And I guess silver lances can be used for this raw power. This face theme might not have affected us. It's good. He's deployed because he is actually really good AI bait, and he can bait out some. He can bait out some Wyverns, and he also can. He has 2 more HP than Sia, so he does take a hit later in the map, and Sia would not be able to take that hit. We got a cool lance in Chapter 19 called the Admin Lance. Yeah, Kellic got a Heaven Seal and promotes. It's not really that important. He gets +2 move from this, which is the most important thing. Yeah, we got a cool weapon called the Adamant Lance, which is I believe it's a 14 or 15 might lance, I forget exactly which, with 5 and 8 crit, I believe 75 hit, and it deals magical damage. The crit is really nice. However, the magic damage dealing is also quite nice. Ben uses it during this enemy phase. Okay, it's 15 might. Itsuki baits this Wyvern over, and chucks him. He also gets to C-rank tones, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a secret shop on this map. Also, and there's also a normal armory and a normal vendor. Ash went to the armory and bought 4 hand axes, 3 killer bows, and Laren's going to buy a single physics staff from the secret shop. During the preps, I also sold a Night Crest, and we're going to be selling a particular item that a Wyvern Lord drops later in the map. Actually, I might get it during the semi-phase. Greenie uses a killer lance here to kill a Wyvern Rider in the middle of enemy phase. Yeah, she barely doubled him. And then Howard using a killer lance, crits these guys. Talk about Howard. He's really low skill, but all of his other stats are godly. He has 18 strength, 20 speed, I believe like 15 defense, 10 res, maybe 12 res even. He's a paladin. He has A-rank swords and axes. B-rank lances. So he's using the killer lens here. He's using the killer lens here just to get up the lance rank, his lance rank up, because he wants to be able to use silver lances at some point. Not to mention, it just one of those some of these enemies have swords, so having the killer lens in his inventory instead of having to rely on shaky hit rate from the dragon axe is nice. When I say shaky, I mean he has like 10 skill. It's not great. Although he does one round every single wyvern on this map with the dragon axe at base, except for the boss. Now, after the dragon axe with him, just to keep the what's it called, wyverns from going for him, instead they went for Itsuki. And then he trades the dragon axe to Noah. This is probably the last map that Noah gets fielded on. He also trades a halberd to Noah, just so I don't have to do that in a later turn. No, one runs a Wyvern Rider. And then, Teku goes down and one rounds this, not one round, but finishes off this Wyvern Rider with Silver Sword. Itsuki also got a kill on a Wyvern, which was needed in order to let Noah get that kill. UIC sees a lot of combat on this map. I'm gonna use Mend on heal on him just to heal him up 4 HP. Not for any particular reason. He wouldn't die without it. It's just a tiny bit more staff experience on her, which isn't even particularly important. It was just a reliability thing in case I just got what he would take. The one hit he takes only has like a 36% chance of connecting.
The power is within you.
So it's not even that bad. Yeah, he just got the heal in case he needed to take another hit. This Wyvern Lord, I believe it's this Wyvern Lord. Yeah, drops an Elysian mode. This is an extra 5k goal. Every other flyer in the game is a Burden mode. Howard uses the Silver Axe one round a Wyvern Rider, not a Wyvern Rider, a Knight. Karina continues being our combat goddess, because she trades Howard to the Dragon Axe, and then takes Killer Lens, and uses an Elixir. She will kill some enemies on the button. Howard takes the Dragon Axe because of the 3 Wyvern Riders over there, and because we want to conserve the Silver Axe. This is where the fun RN burn comes in. Originally, this crit was done by Karina with a Silver Lance. Well, it was done on the Wyvern Ride, on a Wyvern Lord, but instead now it's being done on a Paladin with an Adamant Lance, which Ben does need to crit. He does need the Adamant Lance for the crit. Instead of being 143 RNs burned, yes, I'm not joking, it is instead 46 for a 4% crit. Animations are being turned on this map for low percent low percent crits. You will also see them on turn, I believe, 7. Learn visits the secret shop here. This secret shop sells hammers, killerbows, horse slayers, worm slayers, the Luna Tome, divine, Elfire, physic, and elixirs. The hammer could be neat, but it's 2 times effectiveness, and we get a weapon next map that is just the hammer but better in every single way. Not to mention, the Silver Axe can already do what the hammer needs to do, and he can also do it with Killer Lens. Obviously, that's an unneeded crit. Howard has really good hit against these Wyvern Riders. None of them have swords or axe weavers. I believe he does miss one, although that may be a carrier from the old strat. Oh no, there's one that, that's right, there's one that uses a javelin that he can't counter. He's using the Dragon Axe. Itsuki takes a hit there. Sia would need Rig to have that miss, because she cannot take that hit. This Wyvern Rider has a javelin too, I'm fairly sure. However, it's forced to attack Howard at 1 range. If it has a javelin. Ben is still using the Adamant Lance, which dissuades enemies from attacking up close because they take heavy damage from him. Most of the units need to start with the exception of Yue and Anakin, have done all of their contributions to the map. Well, and Valerian, who is a resident RN burner.
The power is within you.
Sorry about that, I was getting a call on the phone. I wanted to see who it was. This is turn 3, so next turn I will have to start the second movie file. Nothing happens in the time period between the two movie files. I just messed up and forgot to do something before ending turn. 4 runs for Brooks that Karina gets killer lens crit almost whatever matter. And then Howard has to land 2 63s with a hand axe and a bishop that he exactly 2 shots. He's not even in evasive terrain. His skill was just low. And then Liam runs up and steel bows you want from there. By the way, if you haven't yet seen Anakin's ability to regenerate HP, you see it a fair amount in this map, because he sees a decent amount of combat. None of his very low chip damage is ever needed. But it is funny. By the way, Karina, Ben, and Howard all have elixirs, and Liam only gets hit once a single time in this map. So their safety is almost guaranteed.
The power is within you.
Yue moves forward after this turn. During this turn, rather. You see Howard using his first use of an elixir. His first and only use, actually. He took the kill lance because he wants to dissuade those enemies from attacking him because they have a high chance of death. Liam 1 runs this Marvin Ritter with Steel Bow. Every single crit he gets in this map, with 2 exceptions, are not needed. He has a silver bow in his inventory, but we don't end up using that. It would make my life a hell of a lot easier against the boss, but it doesn't particularly matter. Goran is already maxed out, so you can use whatever bow at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna attack Sakav for 1 extra point of weapon experience, and also so that Noah's attack actually connects. I run Zabrent here for this enemy phase, and then I need to start the second movie now. I hit end turn in the original recording and then realized my mess up and screw up immediately. I forgot to rescue Anakin with that. Anakin needs to be on the front lines for this. Karina has a killer lens crit. She needs 1 of 2 killer lens crits on this night. And then her crit here helps, but it isn't necessary. The crits are actually, the rigging was for her to dodge that Larvan Lord, not for the crits. She has to dodge one of the, the 2 attacks from that, knight that she kills with the silver lens, but the odds aren't terrible. I don't know if it's hand axe because that knight, that I believe is a, grapple. He doesn't come plus 1 on him with the hand axe, but it does mean that, he's in a better position to kill next turn. Moving forward. And then Marion burns some more elements. He's going to be doing this on almost every turn. Enemies in this game are really bulky. Fort healing is not needed, although it does actually help Ben out, because he needs to take a hit later in the map, and it means that he doesn't have to use an elixir of vulnerability. Lime's crit here is, again, wholly unnecessary. Han moves 1 spot to the right, and then waits, and then gets danced by enemies.
Power is within you.
He then uses the killer lens to do 1 shot of cavalry, that he would have 1 rounds with anyway. And then I assume a very stupid, formation, So Ben has the element lens equipped. Karina has the silver lens equipped. She drops Yue up into the forest. Howard uses the kill lens to kill this Cavalier. We need that sniper baited over because none of my units can counter him on enemy face. We need to kill that sniper on player face, but he's fast, he's bulky, and he has a bloody rifle, which makes him a huge threat on enemy face because it's, while inaccurate, still strong and has crit. However, this enemy phase goes really smoothly. Karina gets attacked instead of Ben because she's at lower HP, and any two attacks that hit her would kill her. The sniper kills her on her own. On his own. Howard needs to get, I believe, 3 crits during this enemy phase. No, he doesn't actually. Any crits he gets during this enemy phase are nice, but not needed. Yue only has a 37% chance of getting hit there. I decided just to face tank it with him. He doesn't, because the only other, every single attack he faces after this is very low odds of actually killing. Then the sniper goes for Karina, who he kills even with Delphi shield, and without a crit. But he misses. I forget what weapon that Wyvern Lord has, it may be a silver sword at the bottom, because that one is a spear. Howard has to dodge, I believe, 4 or 5 of the attacks that hit him. Well, not hit him, but go for him. Lime gets a 7% crit with a Mithril Blade. This wasn't rigged, it's just nice. The Mithril Blade, I believe, has 5 and 8 crit, which makes this work. He sends the Silver Bow in his inventory for the Bloody Ring. This is a new toy for Lime. He uses it a lot. Not necessarily in this map, but just in general. Yeah, Yue's chance of death throughout the entirety of this map is really low. If he had a free turn after this point, he would just heal. Or he would heal just in case. He joins with the Nosferatu tome, which makes the one that I boss rather kind of iffy. And it was a dumb purchase, I'll be fully honest. I probably should have checked to see if he joins one. But it means that I can save myself a little bit of cash from buying one in the future because Rana's going to go through 2 in theory. Howard gets Killer Lens crit against that weapon, and Lime gets Killer Bow crit to kill this Violent Lord, and then Q up the Mithril Blade, which makes enemies attack other units instead of him. Therein burns more RNs. Sorry I don't have much to say about this map. It took a long time, but it's admittedly kind of boring to watch. However, it's still nice, because this was one of the most challenging maps in the run so far. If not the most challenging. Chapter 8 was tedious, but this was outright challenging. And the first map was outright challenging, although there are plenty of more of those to come. Howard gets to nearly A lances during this map, which is nice. Howard is going to be gunning for S-rank lances, and S-rank axes rather, because the S-rank lance is being hogged by someone in endgame. And I'm not sure if we can even get the S-rank axe. It'd be nice if we could, but I wouldn't be so sure about it. However, S-rank axes means that he has extra hit and crit with the Silver Axe, with Devil Axe, spoiler alert, we get one next map, and with hand axes, so it's pretty nice to have anyway. Again, sorry, I don't really have much to talk about. This general posed a problem. He dies to a double Killer Lens crit or a single Killer Lens crit and a hit, and then Lion can finish him off with the Steel Bow. He also could finish him off with the Silver Bow, but again, I sent it to the convoy, and I'd rather conserve the Silver Bow if I don't need to use it. again, I'm sorry that I'm not talking much, but this map is almost over. I believe this is turn 8 or 9. 8, yeah. Howard used the silver lens to wander onto Halberdier, and Karina uses a killer lens to get a critical on this Halberdier. If she got a low percent crit with a silver lance instead of using a killer lance, she would have one-shot that guy, and then the Physic Bishop would heal someone else, or just attack someone, which would have saved time, not to mention a turn. In theory, anyway. Yue can't really do much on this turn anyway. You would have to attack the cow from the position you can't reach. Yue weakens this Halberdier so that somebody else can finish him off. And then burn more RNs, because mid-turn trade chains are underrated. Also, I forgot to mention it, but earlier in the map I got a silver lens from Leavenworth. It's going to be really nice to have. Yeah. These are underrated. Ben takes these killer lens from Karina and one-shots this soldier. He just barely one-shots him too. Lion moves up and uses the Mithril Blade against this Halberdier. In case anyone who has Mithril Blade, not Silver Sword. I have a spare Mithril Blade, I don't have a spare Silver Sword. Even though I'm getting the next map, I do need all the uses of Silver Swords I can get. And Mithril Blade is 5 and 8 crit, which meant that it was less painful to rig the crit against the sniper, which I did rig. This only hit me and took some map. It was less painful to rig the crit on the sniper, and it would have been less painful to rig the crit if I needed to. 5 RNs are burnt here, just that Howard is able to smack this bishop twice with killer lens. A crit would save the use of the killer lens, but getting a one-use killer lens has a potential application later on. And then Karina moves one tile down. Manayan turn. I put Ben there and left him with the Adamant Lance to bait that general off the what's it called, fortress. This is the second time Yue would have taken a hit, but the general only has 48% hit. It's not terrible. Lion then kills this general with the Bloody Rifle, and then burns some RNs in order to ensure that this boss kill works. Now, to get into Zane and why he's so awful, he has 20 defense. Sorry, 18 defense. It's one of the two. No, it's 20 defense. And, yeah, fine. Sorry, I keep repeating myself. He's 20 defense. He has 16 attack speed. Because he has a 1-2 range lance with crit. That also grants +5 res and acts as a Delphi shield. Howard walks up with the Dragon Axe, gets a miss rig, hits twice, and when I rig a crit from the Bloody Rifle, because Vine with the Energy Rings is able to get the kill here. Is it reliable? No, but I still haven't seemed to learn the meaning of the word. With this, the worst map of the run so far has been completed. By the way, that S-rank lance, Silmeria, don't get too attached. We're not getting it in this run because we recruit Leopold instead. Thank you for watching. I sincerely hope you enjoyed, and I'm sorry if my constant repetition of myself annoyed you. Either way, again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this map. I'm going to be taking a break for a few days on this run, because I need some time to de-stress, work on schoolwork, and focus on other things for a bit. This map actually wasn't as awful as I thought it would be. The crit rigs were terrible, yes, but overall, besides the boss kill and the crit rigs, this map wasn't terrible. There were only a few enemies that proved to be a problem, and one of them was the sniper. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me for the worst map so far.